I had a blast playing Jedi Fallen Order. I played it through a few times already. And I have Jedi Survivor, and my wife's already completed the whole campaign, so I'm going to wait a little bit before I start it. But I absolutely love those games. And Cal Kestis is such a cool character, and his lightsaber is just, mwah, love it. Replica sabers aren't normally cheap though, right? You have to spend a lot of money for a really nice replica. Well, this one I'm about to show you in this box is going to stun you. You're not going to believe how nice it is and all the cool stuff it comes with, and it is incredible. So let's not wait any longer, start the intro, and let's go. Hello again to all my Jedi and Sith companions, and thanks for joining me, your host, the Frugal Jedi, as we take a look at this Cal Kestis Fallen Order / Survivor replica saber that comes from HANLING. I have reviewed a whole bunch of sabers from HANLING already. They make H-Pixel and E-Pixel, and they have an RGB saber as well. And I've reviewed one other replica, and that was the Anakin Skywalker Episode 3 saber, and I'll throw a card up on the screen if you want to check that one out. And of course, because it's Proffie, it has things like blaster, lockup, flash on clash, accent swings, you have melt, tip drag, and it's fully customizable. You can change the configuration, and you can change how the button works, and of course you can add more sound fonts and create all sorts of cool effects. It's limitless. If you want to get one of these, I will put a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page. Now, I know it says that you have to order 2 units. You do not. If you click on that little envelope symbol and send them a message, tell them, hey, I want to get this saber, I saw it on the Frugal Jedi, they will ship 1 saber out to you. So don't worry about that. And here's the best part, the price. The price is only $247 US, and shipping to Canada was $32 US. So for less than $280, you can get a replica Cal Kestis saber. So, you know a little bit about it and where to get it. I'm going to point the camera down and show you everything it comes with. The saber comes in this cardboard gift box, which has a carrying handle on it. And it has 2 magnets that close it. And inside, we have the micro SD USB adapter for programming the micro SD card. Allen key screws, USB-C cable. A display stand, which is acrylic. A pair of white gloves. A 32-inch NeoPixel blade. The Jedi Survivor hilt, which has the D-ring on the bottom. And you also get the Fallen Order hilt, which has the broken end on it. And the blade plug is already installed, which is right inside there. So, man, like, you get everything with this. This is so beautiful. I'm just gonna stare at it for a little bit. The grip feels really nice. I mean, it's definitely big enough for 2 hands. And I love the fact that they have the broken end with the Fallen Order. And yeah, like, it's so beautiful. I don't know how screen accurate it is, but I don't care. I mean, when you look at this, you know it's Cal Kestis. So let me show you inside. So you take off the grip, and there's the core, and the core pulls right out. And if you have a look, there is a screw, and inside there is where the Proffie board is. So that's hidden away. And there's a kill switch, which is great because otherwise your battery will drain slowly over time. So we'll turn it on. And more LEDs on the core. And these LEDs are going to light up the bottom as well. And this section is keyed, so there really is only one way to get it in. And there it is. You have a 2-button design.
Jedi scum.
So
I will never join the dark side.
Bottom button will cycle through your sound fonts. You can activate, and you can use your motion controls. You can switch blade colors on the fly. Force, lightning, repel. There's just so much you can do. I'm going to reprogram this with FET263's config because I really like that one. But before I do that, I will demonstrate it for you, how it comes programmed. You have music tracks on here as well. And I'll take off this one and put on the other one. And this one feels really nice to grip as well. Has little dimples all over it. But man, yeah. Wow. I am not going to go over the features because this saber is so customizable that it's going to be different for everyone. But I am going to demonstrate it, swing it around, see how I like it, if it's comfortable. See if those buttons get accidentally pressed while I'm doing spins. And then you can join me in the end for final thoughts. I'm going to test it out with the Fallen Order hilt first. See how I like how that feels. So this General Grievous font has a green glow when you spin it and move it. Looks really cool.
Jedi scum.
I'm going to put on the Survivor grip and see which one I like better. Both grips are nice, but I do prefer the Survivor grip a little more. It's a little easier to manage. Very nice. So it's time for my final thoughts, and I'm going to give the Saber a score out of 5 stars. First category being value for money. Are you getting something good for what you're paying? To Canada and the US, you're paying just under $280 US, and you're getting a replica saber, NeoPixel with Proffie. You get the Fallen Order hilt, plus a Survivor hilt, plus a blade plug, and the stand, pair of gloves, whatever, and your accessories. Value for money, I mean, come on. Other companies do not sell this saber for under $280 US. Value for money, of course, is getting a perfect 5 stars. The next category is design. It looks like Cal Kestis' lightsaber. I actually prefer the design of the Survivor hilt. I just find it easier to hold versus the larger Fallen Order. I love the removable core with the LEDs on it. I mean, that's really cool. The kill switch is awesome. The fact that your Proffie board is protected, so you don't have to worry about touching the wires. And it's just one screw, unscrew it, and you can go ahead and program it. So lots of good design features on this. But it's not perfect. The one thing that I do not like is these two buttons. So these are the buttons, and this one's just for show. And I have already brought this up with handling, but I find that the edges of them are just a little too rough. They're not going to cut you, but when you're holding the saber, and if I were to put my thumb on there, you're going to see a couple of dimples being pressed into my thumb. So I told them they need to round out those corners a little bit, just because after a while and you're doing spins, you start to get these marks on the inside of your fingers or between your fingers, and it's just not comfortable. I mean, it's not really bad, but it could be better. So that is something that they're already working on to improve, and I'm sure they've already got that worked out by now. So for design, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Next up is features. So features, you have a Proffie board, you have 16 sound fonts, and each sound font is pre-programmed. You have blaster, flash on clash, lock up, melt, force lightning, repel. You can change colors on the fly. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because like I said earlier, I'm going to reprogram this because the FET263 config is way better. And I will show you guys how to do that soon, so don't worry. Features wise, it doesn't get better than Proffie. So features is getting a 5 out of 5. And lastly is quality. The box is nice. It's not the fanciest box. You know, it could have been a hard case, but with that comes more price. So I don't really care about boxes because I don't keep my sabers in their box. I put them on display. But it was nice that it has the magnetic closure and the handle, and then it has the foam insert in there. So everything has its spot. Quality of the blade is nice. There's no shaking inside. You'd hear it if there was. I like the quality of the metal. There are no sharp edges. And I'll do that faster just to show you that I'm not scared, because I did slice my hand on another saber. But no, that's good. So you don't have to worry about cutting yourself on any part of this at all. The only thing with quality is these corners on these little areas right here, a little too rough. They just kind of irritate you a little bit. So quality, overall, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Taking those 4 scores and adding them up to find the average, this Cal Kestis Fallen Order / Survivor replica saber by Handling Sabers gets an overall score of 4.5 out of 5. Really nice replica. I've always wanted to have one of these sabers in my collection, and now I finally do. And I'm going to display it with little BD1 there, a little shrine to Cal Kestis. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so you're staying up to date. Also, if you have any questions or comments, drop them into the comments section, and I'll answer you as quickly as I can. Until next time, I have been your host, the Frugal Jedi. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.